Hello, a Woodland Spirit, and this is a first play of the game Tropico 6. Now, this is the very first time I've actually played a Tropico game. I've seen it about and been curious about it, but I've never really delved properly into it until now. It's just been recently released on console systems. This version is the Steam version. Playing on a half decent PC, I might add. I don't know if it'll look the best of the best, but hopefully it'll look good enough. So let's get started, I guess. If you don't know about the game, it's sort of a management type game. Oh, here we go. So, wow. Yeah, before you present yourself to proud citizens, check your outfit. Okay. I think I'll just accept the default. I'll do me. Right, close. Next yes, I do. Right, so I might as well just... I'm going to have to play through the tutorials, aren't I? Okay, so basics and economy. Because I don't know the game that as well as I would like to know it. I'm going to have to learn the basics of it first, aren't I? Oh, here we go. Right. Tutorial Chapter 1. Welcome to Tropico. You are El Presidente of the Dictator of Tropico, a small but thriving nation located somewhere in the Caribbean Sea. Basically the basis of the game. You build, extend trade and issue laws to guide Tropico through 4 turbulent historical eras in which you have to face global superpowers while trying to juggle interior political factions. Sounds like a headache. How will you be remembered as the benevolent leader who caters for the people, or as a dictator ruling with an iron fist? Whatever you choose, the main thing is to stay in charge.
Hola, Presidente. It is I, your loyal penultimo, with a workout for your mighty brain. A formality, I know, for one of your brilliance.
Okay. Must stay in practice. Please don't few the leadership techniques which intend to impose your flawless will upon the nation of Tropico. Penultimo is prepared to gasp in. Alright, okay. Yeah, your personal assistant and most loyal consultant. Right, so he has presented the main task which you need to complete in order to finish the first tutorial lesson. Main tasks are now accepted and displayed with golden icon. So basically that thing on the side of the screen. Try left side screen, yeah. Task tracker lists all tasks received and displays short summary as well as progress on the objective. The objective of each tutorial lesson is to complete a certain number of tasks. Fair enough. The first tutorial task to complete. You need to complete each tutorial task to finish the lesson. Like the main task, the tutorial tasks pop up automatically and are displayed. In the task tracker, you still access the tasks including their text. All objective text, you now follow the objective list. So open the tasks. So that opens the task screen. Yep, got it. Lesson 1. Keeping track. Okay, so that's viewing the tasks. Right, camera controls. Yep, got it. As a first step in becoming the world's greatest dictator, it is important that you know how to control the camera. It's practice different ways: pan, rotate, tilt, zoom. So Pan, yep. Rotate. Zoom. Whoa! And tilt. Ah, it's even inversed as well. Oh, you beauty. When you want to hear a better overview, what want to go to someone more there. Archipelago. There. A bit tongue tied at the moment. You can toggle it directly or automatically when continuing to zoom out, while in archipelago view you can pan and rotate the camera as usual, whereas zooming will toggle archipelago view off again. To get back to your place in case you got lost while getting acquainted with the camera and previous tasks. Right, so toggle click. Ooh. Yep. And there we go. Enough said. Now that you've mastered the camera, let us take a look at ways to control time. You can pause the game and choose from different speed settings. While the time is paused, you can still act, give orders, make decisions. The game world will react to the changes when you start time again. Useful. So, increase. Ooh. And decrease. And pause. And resume.
I am so proud of you, Presidente. Your control of your Tropico is absolute.
So, yep.
Your loyal citizens do whatever you tell them to do.
Listen to economy. So, good for constructing buildings, making and transporting goods, and generally keeping the economy ticking over. If you want the world's greatest dictator, you need to make sure that you have a filled treasury for all necessary expenses. The basic way of making money in Tropico is to produce goods and export them. The dock and the teamsters' offers are the main drivers and exporters. These fetch goods from production, store, build, and extra fighters or mine, load and export the goods. Selecting the teamsters offers. Right, so. Ooh. So that's the office, is it? Yep, got that. Here we go. And is that it? Oh, that's it. That's the description. Doc description. I'm expecting that to pan when I do that rather than zoom in and out. So oh, that's people coming in. So description, doc description, yep. Quest complete. So good connections. The teamsters trucks are already busy transporting corn from your plantation and hides and meat from the ranch to the dock for export. There's also a mine that is producing gold, but it's not connected to the teamsters office by road, so they cannot reach it. Buildings that do not produce, temporarily store or receive goods do not require a road connection. Does not do not produce, temporarily store or receive goods do not require road. I think I understood that. Connect the mine to the new road, to a new road that connects the existing. So right, left trigger, up construction, roads, yep. And then go start here. All the way over this. So is that? Ooh. That blue circle seems a bit off. I'm gonna go up and connect. It should connect up, shouldn't it? Build road. Why is that not road? not within designated area. There, like that. Right, got it. So and I'll close that. There we go. Close that. Yes. If I close that. Ah, I stopped the building part. Then, yeah. So, from Tropico Love, now that the mine is connected to the road network, the Teamsters will transport the gold to the dock. The next freighter will automatically export the gold, earning new money, which is added to the treasury. Every time a freighter arrives, a news feed message will display the money earned from the export. Your current treasury balance is permanently displayed on the top left, of the screen. Notice that you will need to have money in the treasury to construct new roads and buildings that running costs like building upkeep and wages for workers will deplete your treasury over time. Now I just gotta wait for gold to export. Where'd I go? I want to say come out. Yeah, I didn't say come out. Off it goes. Oh. Right, so it's comes from there to wherever, then to the dock, and then back to there. Interesting. When is the next freight due? That'd be what's in the store, I guess. Hang on, little people walking about. Hello, people. Yeah, it's the mansion. Yeah, I'm just basically waiting for the freight at the moment. The freighter. Huh. Speaking of which.
Look, a boat. It looks so tiny from here, but I doubt even you could lift it.
So, that's basically that task complete. So, build a tavern. Service mentality. Other sources of income come from service buildings and residential buildings. Their profit margin is not as big as from exports, but their revenue are regularly credited to the treasury each month as rent or directly in the case of visitors fees from service buildings. So now we've got basically construct the tavern. Right, so left trigger. Construct, yep. That place. Tavern. Oh, it's telling us to build it there. Is it? Rotate. Like that. And Hang on, did I just knock down some housing there? Building on that. I think I did. I suppose I could speed up time a bit. Instead of just waiting. There we go. So, we've done that. Some goods can be processed into refined goods that have better export prices. That's the job of industrial buildings in general. You can process the hides from the cattle into leather. Instead of bringing them to the dock for export, teams of trucks will deliver hides to the tannery when it is constructed and connected to the road network. As long as the tannery is staffed and has hides in stock, it will use them to produce leather. Oh, I need to slow down time a bit again. So they construct tannery. Where's it telling us to build? It's telling us to build it there. So let's turn it around to connect it better to the road. Got it. And then that builds. Oh, there we go. Boink boink. There it goes. And train? Where? Or is that just the work whistle? I'm hearing cows. Ah, cows here. Ah, right, it's right across the road from... Right, I see. So it's producing... I see the numbers going up there. Producing leather.
I knew you would get the hang of this way of
There we
issuing
go.
orders. Making money is good, but you know what is
So
better?
management. Making money is good. Yeah. Basic plan is to get things, to make things, to sell abroad. The basic plan is to get things, to make things, to sell abroad. But every step of the way there's something you can do to squeeze more money out of production. It's kind of where the dictatorship probably comes in. All produced goods are exported automatically, but there are some basic ways for you to manage your economy to save costs, improve the workflow, and increase your profits. And this is what this lesson is all about. Since you are currently producing leather anyway, you can commit to a leather trade route to get better price for a certain export volume. You cannot fail a trade route, and you have unlimited time to complete it. Ooh, okay. So, trade. So, leather. Ah. Export leather. Do you want to sign this trade route? Yep. And that's it, I guess. Expanding. With the trade route signed, you want to make sure your tannery has enough hides to keep it from running dry. So let's build an additional cattle ranch. The efficiency of some production buildings depends on certain properties of their location. To help you identify a suitable location, a coloured overlay will indicate the worst locations in red and the best in green. Makes sense? And identify the most suitable location for a new cattle ranch by comparing the resulting efficiency modifier, which is previewed in the construction panel. Right. So build ranch between 90 and 100 and construct road. You can select the construct site and cancel construction. Likewise, already complete buildings can be demolished via their info panel. So we've got construct plantation ranch. So basically right next door. Should I turn that around, you think? Put that there next door. So where's the efficiency? 96% I see is. And then I need to build the road to go with it. Oh, plantation. No. That's what I'm doing. I'm building one ranch. Why is it telling us to build another? I need to build a road. I did just build a ranch, didn't I? That's what I've just done. No people gone in to build now. Yeah, I thought I'd done that. Every building has 5 budget settings, with a medium budget being the default. The budget of the production building, like the cattle ranch, determines its wage. The attractiveness of the job and its efficiency. On the cattle ranch, a high efficiency will lead to higher production of hides and meat. Set the budget of your cattle ranches to maximum. Check the efficiency tab of the building for the ranch. Wait for cattle ranches to be fully staffed. Right, so... oh, HDMI cable's playing up. Well, let's just slow down time for a moment. Oh. Right. Maximum. Oh, new inventory item. Set for same all buildings, and then efficiency. Okie dokie. If you have coin to spare, you can purchase building upgrades that permanently improve certain aspects of building. Install chrome tanning in the tannery. Okay. So select building. Chrome tanning. Okay, fire and forget. If you cannot supply enough hides for your tannery to operate efficiently, you can fire workers to save the cost for wages while reducing the rate in which hides are consumed. Fire one worker from the tannery, close one worker slot from the tannery. Cripes, okay. So fire worker and close slot. Work modes. Some buildings can operate on different work modes that affect the function of a building. They can improve certain aspects while hindering others, or even change the main purpose of the building entirely. In contrast, and to upgrades, work modes can be switched at any time, allowing you to react to changing circumstances. Inspect the work modes of the buildings involved in your lever export chain to further improve the workflow performance. Switch to the dog work mode from sniffer dogs to regular controls. Set both cattle ranches to the human exploit work mode. So work mode regular controls. Okay, and then does not decrease the fertility. Build up its basic
So
setting.
many ways to juice the fruits of the Tropican economy.
Yep. Trade routes for better pay, tweaking supply chains for fun and profit, fire workers to save money, and close job positions for even more. Yeah, not to mention fitting new equipment. Oh, so this part of the tutorial's complete. So suppose let's back to the main menu, have a look. I don't really want to go jumping in the game in the deep end. So citizens and politics.
Your job would be so much easier without the citizens. Perhaps one day we will be able to replace them.
I think that's already on its way. Anyway, until then, you have better learn how to keep them all happy. Have you ever wondered about the shacks blemishing your tropical paradise? Ah, those little things are replaced. Apart from looking shabby, living there does not really make the tenants happy, and you are missing out on rent revenue. Tropicans build shacks on their own whenever residential buildings within flats are too far away for their workplace. So whenever you see a shack, you're seeing people who would rather live in a real resident building at the same location. 2 bunkhouses next to fishermen's wharfs on the volcano island. So, okay. Construct buildings. Bunkhouse. So just just anywhere here. Saying about there. That seems to be pointing there. Or was that just saying build close to here? I've built it anyway. Yeah, I'm sort of building that now. Oh, hang on, gotta build 2. So let's build there. So constructions a go. That's 1 done. Nearly there. And that is 2. Another limiting factor for your citizens is their economic wealth. It defines what they can and can't afford. Buildings and service buildings alike have a required economic wealth. Whether broke, poor, well-off, rich, filthy rich, is determined by the combined income of a couple of and their number of children. It's like a citizen worker from one of the fishermen's. So, okay. Basically, right.
See?
Poor. Yep, got that. Citizens always look for jobs and try to find a home as close as possible to their workplace, but these are only two of 8 aspects for which they strive for satisfaction. Altogether, these 8 aspects determine the overall happiness, which is compared to the happiness of the rest of the Caribbean Sea. This ratio affects decisions like emigrating and joining the rebels, or being a compliant citizen if they are. Compliant citizen, sorry. Read that a bit wrong. Open the info panel of Fisher, inspect the happiness tab. Right, so, yep. Select worker.
So stressed.
Happiness. Medium. Okay. The happiness aspects are updated regularly whenever a citizen feels the urge to have fun. They will try to find a building that is close by that they can afford and which provides a high amount of happiness per visit. Disappointments reduce the happiness levels. Crime, safety and liberty are different as they are updated whenever citizens are spending time at home. If an individual's happiness level gets too low, it can have serious consequences for these citizens. They could become criminals, join the rebels, or even die if the food happiness drops to 0. Oh dear. The fisher you just selected could use a bit of entertainment, so let's construct a building that provides it. Yep. Construction. Buildings. Tavern. Where's it telling us? Telling us to build around here, isn't it? Is that a good place to build it, you think? And to come up with different designs. Suppose I better speed time up a little bit to get the construction done. Yeah. Almanac. With the tavern constructed, it will soon attract workers and eventually the fishermen from before will visit it to improve their fun happiness. But ruling is not really about catering to the needs of individuals, but rather caring for the people as a whole. Statistics, demographics, and average values are your friend, and they are part of the almanac. Let's have a look at what the statistics say about the fun happiness. Might inspect the fun happiness tab. Okay, so almanac. Fun. Going down. Yep. Locating issue. As you could see from in the almanac, not only the single fisher was low on fun, average fun happiness, all people combined is quite low. To find what exactly fun is lacking is and where to construct buildings to provide it, you can consult the fun coverage overlay. You already know it from placing Tavern, but you can also inspect it beforehand and find adequate residential areas with low fun coverage. Yes. When using related to that view, open fun overlay, accept. Overlays. Fun coverage. Ooh. Okay. Addressing the issue, the coverage tells you which residential buildings are close enough to entertainment buildings, which seems to be okay on all these 3 islands. Waterfall Island only has Opera House to provide fun, but most of the people living there cannot afford it. Use of quality overlay displays the average happiness the tenants received the last time they wanted to have fun. Red means the tenants have a low happiness achieved because they cannot afford to visit the buildings nearby, but overburdened by the number of potential visitors. Okay, so Back to the fun overlay. Fun quality. Fun coverage. Fun quality. Right, so not getting fun quality. Okay. Construct buildings. A cheap tavern. What, do I have to go on to another island? Ah, there we go. So it's saying I should build somewhere here. Is that good enough? I'm guessing that's the upper house. All is so fun quality, food coverage, fun coverage, fun quality. That must be the. Oh, that's the quality event him getting. Okay. Come on, hurry up and build a tavern. There we go. What now? Another tavern. Where? What's in somewhere around here? Maybe here? I'm guessing that is a residential building. Looks like a residential building. Yep, bunkhouse. Come on, build it up. This being constructed here, isn't it? Okay, am I missing something here? Ah, there we go.
Keeping everyone happy is impossible, of course. So you have to play the numbers. In brief, you are number one, I am number two, and everyone else is way down there somewhere.
Cute. So basically just keep watching the figures.
We now come to the troubling part of your job. Not everyone knows you are doing such great work. How crazy is that?
Terrible. People always think they know best, and sometimes you have to be political which means inevitably bribing pressure groups to win those niggling elections. There's much to learn. Okay, political views. In the previous lesson you learned about overall happiness and your citizens. It feeds into the approval towards your leadership. However, this is merely determined by their political views. Individual citizen will orientate their views towards some of the political factions in Tropico over time. There are different levels of commitment to a faction. Moderate, strong, die-hard, which determine how strongly that faction influences citizens. Instead of orientating towards a faction, a Tropico can also remain indifferent on certain topics. Open info panel of a citizen to inspect their political view. Almanac. So right, so anyone?
Please excuse me.
So views capitalist, militarist, strong. Right, okay. So which one is me? Again, statistics are more helpful than looking at individuals, and Almec tells you many citizens support a faction, and more importantly displays the standing of each individual faction towards you and your government. The citizen orientated to that faction. Also, if the standing drops too low, a faction might start an escalation in which they use their unique means to influence to oppose you. And influence to oppose. Right, got that. Almanac. This again. I was just in this. So you want to have a good standing from each faction. They have opinions on a lot of the decisions you will make, like building or demolishing certain buildings. All these factions are listed on the political tab once they have taken effect. On top of that, they will approach you directly with specific tests which are called demands. You do not need to accept these if their objectives do not correspond with your vision of Tropico. However, completing them will significantly increase the standing, while not reacting or dismissing the demand will decrease standing. Accept a complete or reject a faction demand.
Presidente, there is a flaw in our military machine. We do not have enough of the things that I want.
Yeah, there's a surprise. It's obvious that material expenditure must come first. Food and education are luxuries after all, and well-fed, educated citizens are exactly what the enemy wants. Have watchtower, accept demand in time. Why should I feel like I'm posing a military threat to the rest of the world? I'm gonna just... Yep. Sometimes two factions will have a demand at the same time, forcing you to choose sides, even if their request is the same. In this situation, you will always lose standing towards at least the rejected faction. Dismissing the dual demand will anger both. After making the decision, the dual demand will turn into a regular demand.
A good leader listens to the people, Presidente. Show you care for your Tropican comrades and win their hearts and souls, though you do not get to keep them, okay?
Speaking of souls, I'd imagine that El Presidente is looking forward to joining me in heaven, rather than going to the other place. The Good Shepherd looks after the sheep, don't you agree?
Bunkhouse. Yep. They will issue an ultimatum or turn a pending demand into an ultimatum. Ultimatums are time demands and the last chance you get to keep the faction from starting an escalation. There's nothing to gain from escalations, so trying to complete an ultimatum is always a better choice. So, bunkhouse. Oop, slow down time. Anywhere? I can speed up time a bit, get construction going.
Our comrades rejoice in your support, Presidente. And of course, we all rejoice equally.
So now I'm going to build another bunkhouse to complete the ultimatum. But I noticed that I would have started two going at the same time.
Presidente, your aid is appreciated. With your help, we'll double our armed forces, redouble our efforts, and halve our expectations.
Okay. Approval. Remember, the political views of citizens depend on the standing of the corresponding factions. They determine how much the individual agrees with your government. That together the happiness determines the person's approval. And inspect support. Okay. So, eligible voters, 66. So basically it's keeping that above 50%, I would imagine. Or certainly in the majority. So election speech, every 10 years the people will ask for elections. If you lose the game. So if your support is very low, it will be a short-term option to not allow elections. But this will directly affect all your voters on a personal level, further decreasing their approval for some time. The good thing is you can decide to hold an election speech in order to sway some of the voters in your favour by using different rhetoric tricks tailored towards the current political situation. Hold a speech.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems that they want a choice in how they are ruled. So selfish.
Yeah. Deliver speech. Acknowledge issues. Fun happiness. Blame superpower. 50-50. Nah, no one. Promise improvement. Fun happiness. Little speech.
People of Tropico, it is I, your Presidente. You have showed your faith in me, and that faith will be rewarded. Every Tropican will get what they deserve. My people, are you bored? let Presidente entertain you. Oh, is nothing fun anymore? Let Presidente be all the fun you need. You don't enjoy life? Let Presidente enjoy it for you. And as we strive, our efforts are protected by our brave Tropican army. Our fighting men and women give no quarter, and neither do our soldiers. I have heard it said that Tropico is no fun. Well, soon it will be twice as entertaining as it ever was, and half as boring too. That's, 4 times the amusement for everyone. So vote El Presidente for the future that you deserve. All of you. Viva Tropico!
The actual election will be held 1 year after this announcement. Until then, you still have the possibility to raise support by pushing faction stand-ins and bribing faction leaders. Will become once more before the election an offer to rig the elections in your favor, guaranteeing you a certain victory at the cost of losing more people to the rebels at the election. Okay, win the next election. Okay. Win next election. What is that? That Tavern. Country house. Got some shacks there, haven't we? No. That's basically some that's already existing, is it? Was a better build more entertainment as well. I think I've ruined the road design as well here. Actually, did I do that bit? I didn't do that bit, did I? Let's see. Construct. Pleasure. Do another tavern. Action day in 8 months. I've got 79% approval rating so far. think I'll just pause for a moment. Let me construct out here a bit. Then I'm gonna construct another bunkhouse here.
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico intend to vote for you, Presidente. I myself intend to vote for you many, many times.
But can we trust the citizens to vote fairly? I wouldn't want them to wake up the day of the election in a state of confused regret. Perhaps we should help them. Pre-adjust the ballots. Manage 20% for each citizen to vote against you after the election. No, allow them to vote freely. I think I'm going to construct another tavern here, possibly. Yeah.
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
And our people love the president almost as much as you're loyal. And see, I have a present for you. You have a very own wartime medal of valor for courage, selflessness, and electability, made of chocolate. Yay. So, oh crap. Right, I think I understand that. Enforcers, personal rights, security savings. Okay.
All the faction suite is the key to political success. It is also impossible, which is why politics is such good fun.
Yeah, tell us about this. The good news is the factions will tell you when they're unhappy. It does take some out of it all. Okay, so that's keeping people happy and everything. Cripes, and that's only two tutorial bits. Government, advanced economy, and advanced gameplay. Cripes. I think I'm going to pause off from there for now. And probably continue the rest in another run. So I'm going to leave off there. So until next time, take care and keep it fun.